1 2 check. Perfetto. Spostiamo magari su un po' la web. Arrivo lì, lo aspetto un secondo. Lilo, riesci a metterla un po' più bassa la telecamera in modo che abbiamo leggermente meno spazio verticale? Perfetto. Ok. Direi che possiamo andare online adesso. E voilà, we are back, guys. Perfetto. Allora, io adesso faccio così, Lillo. Ci sono due musiche, Lillo, però io sento. Togli l'altra musica, che ne hai due che stanno girando. Ready to fly? No. Ah sì, sì, era la musica del sim. Perfetto. Bene, io non interagisco più con te. Ti lascio fare tutto. Rimango in backup. E behind you. Hello everybody and welcome today in this live. Another live with our Lilo. Perfetto. Aspetta, Lilo, ma siamo online, eh? Aspetta un secondo. Sì, siamo online. Sì, esattamente. Si vede che c'è un problema di linea, per cui non mi vedo. Buongiorno a tutti intanto. Buongiorno Dani. Welcome everybody. Allora, perfect. Oggi abbiamo anche l'FS2 Crew a disposizione. Hello Ed, benvenuto. Welcome guys. Welcome to join this afternoon with Lilo. This is the first flight of Lilo this afternoon from Rome to Innsbruck with the Airbus 320 fly-by-wire. Local, then 18 Zulu. We come back from Lilo will come back from Innsbruck to Florence, Firenze, remain the Romeo of Quebec. Then otherwise, this evening we are free. You can join us in the next live also. Support our Lilo. Good morning Viper, ciao Kling, ciao benissimo, ciao Dani, benvenuto Dani. Skip one man, welcome. Thanks to join the live today. We are really, si sente bassissimo, quasi nulla, ok. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Aspetta Lilo che faccio un momento una modifica nell'audio. Torno nel computer. Abbi pazienza. Allora, andiamo a vedere le e bisogna passare però il volume dell'aereo, quello sì. Adesso il volume per costruzione, dillo. No, sbagliato qui. Ecco, perché c'è un po' di tempo, stiamo facendo gli ultimi check. Allora, abbassiamo il sim, aumentiamo il volume totale e voilà, direi che così dovrebbe andare bene su 25. Io mi sento bene in live, direi che ci siamo. Lillo, hai te i comandi. Kling, it's okay now, volumi? Can you make a radio check for us? Do you receive us good? Io mi sento benissimo, aspetta. Flying Fabio ci ha aggiunto come amici, grandissimo, c'è anche poi scritto oggi di nuovo, bisogna che poi lì ne rispondiamo al nostro carissimo amico. Ciao, buona domenica, ciao amiche, ciao amiche. We are a little bit, we need to organize the rest. Can you receive us 5x5? My voice, simulator and all? Ciao Andre, welcome Italian Alien, thanks so much to join us, thanks for the support, thanks for yesterday to help us in this live, with your help and with your also, come si dice, la pubblicità. Really thank you, really appreciate it Andrew. 4-5 un paio di clic in su per volume turbo per essere bene sopra il sim. Perfetto, allora aspetta Lilo, abbi pazienza che ogni volta devo usare TeamViewer e ritornare nel sim di Lillo. Ok, io credo che siamo più o meno a palla e eventualmente una cosa che posso fare ancora a lui è alzare me stesso all'interno del Discord. Comunque è incredibile se riesce a sentire mio figlio, dunque voilà, dovrebbe essere un'impostazione quasi definitiva? Solo Alien ne va letto 2-1. L'aggiunta Italian è stato solo per dannati motivi tecnici. Ah, ok, Alien to One. Buono, perfetto. Tanto piano piano siamo arrivati a già 18 view. Siamo molto felici anche per l'Ansfer di ieri. And Alien. Lilo, la vuoi fare online il volo? Contate che Lilo è in testo, dunque se non siamo in multi-crew, in genere Lilo is in text, then if he don't fly in multi-crew, normally he use only text. Then he can choose, I don't know. Fedetech, welcome. We remember you, we are in Rome, flight to Innsbruck with Airbus A320 of the fly-by-wire software house. Lillo is the pilot in command and I help only as a little picker. Now we are really happy. of these lives and the numbers of yesterday. We are really curious to know and to see how much persons will follow also today. We have received different contact a bit about our technology and about our idea for to change the gaming future for the person with handicaps, and we are really happy of this. We've received also 2 contacts from an programmer engineer. Then we are in the right way. We are really in the right way. Then allora vediamo come siamo messi dal punto di vista boarding OFP request. Perfect. Then how are you guys? How is your Sunday actually? Tanto in same time I received the correction of my English by my beautiful friend. I need to improve my English, and I will do this. Time after time, I try also to improve this. If you want to help Lilo, or if you want to fly in multi-crew, if you want to be his voice during the live, etc., etc., you can write us on our mail. If you fly to Vazzi, we are waiting for you. Or Fiumicino stuff. Abbiamo anche Fiumicino. Lillo. We will see. Fiumicino just because, yeah, actually is in text. I'm not connected to him. Then really I don't know if my voice will come directly to the Vatsim radio channel. I think not. No, non è un fattore di non volere Italian. Per me ovviamente lui va solo in testo, is only in text, Jalil. Then he can fly times in text, but normally he prefers to have one copilot giving him the voice for the online sessions. But we hope to find some people for this. Poi lì se lo vuoi fare, vedi che effettivamente su Vazim abbiamo là. Beautiful ground. Oh, Francesco in tower, grande Francesco. Michelle. Metti. Abbiamo anche Andrew Witter, departure. Today we have received a mail also from different users. We have received different mails from different people following the live yesterday, and we are really happy for this feedback. Really happy. We will move. We'll perform this way. Dice day by day. L'ho tra l'altro scritto prima in live, ma non ho capito come ha fatto la cosa. Con la testa di sicuro sistema di scrittura che usa anche se visibile sembra essere abbastanza difficile da capire a colpo d'occhio come funziona. Effettivamente ogni tanto sì. Thank you Citizen Monkey, thank you for follow.
We do appreciate your business having you aboard this flight. If there's anything we do to make your flight any more
Allora, ve lo
enjoyable,
spiego
please don't hesitate
veloce.
to ask.
Il nostro
Welcome
Lillo,
aboard.
finito l'annuncio, ok. Il nostro Lillo praticamente ha un programma che si chiama KVIT, che è del 2008, con dei tasti, che sono quelli dietro la testa, che si chiamano Leonardo Ausili, e la centralina della bootpacker che va a hello Dalme, racchiudere tutti i tasti e interfacciarlo col software. Lui può cambiare il layer del software, scegliendo ovviamente di scrivere, di avere il testo a disposizione, dunque tutte le lettere, i numeri e le varie funzioni, come potete vedere in questo momento. Yeah, it's a very, very, very older technology. 2008 is also for this. Lilo we need find, and is not yet developed now. The last development around the 2008, yes. Then we need, no, to reconstruct a new software. Firstly, for this types of hardware. Thereafter, we will try to do a new plug and play joystick for a disabled person, disabled people. Scusa Dani, I'm corrected in same time. Sono corretto subito. For disabled people, and yeah, we will start from this present technology. It's not created by us. Is an older technology. Is just the components are just programmed by Lilo and his friend, and yeah, it's not our technology, but the concept how to use this tech for the simulator is of Lilo and his brother. We need just to improve. Bravo Lilo, vero? We need to improve. We need to find some help, some programmers, some people around the world to do a new software, a little bit too much dedicated for the simulation or for the gaming in general. And Lillo, it was here be the beta tester. He have a lot of idea, and he have the idea which is the program he need. We are in contact, in touch with different program engineer, but yeah, we need some times. But this technology is from 2008, then have more than 14 years actually. Lilo, 28 years old. Bravo mio Lillino. Fammi un sorriso.
Starting engine 1.
Eccolo. Starting number 1. Perfect. This is the text layer. We are in work to create a text to speak for him during the live. Hi Rona. Hello. Actually in voice the who talk is Roberto. Today I'm not at Lilo home. But Lilo, quando hai un secondo di pausa me lo dici che devo fare un aggiustamento. Mi fai un qualsiasi segno. Ok, ti lascio fare gli start. When you have finished the start, I have just to adjust a little bit the screen of the simulator. And thanks so much who is online today. Thanks so much also for the following. It's really important. Yesterday we are happy. Okay, he switched between his functions. Perché lampeggia il secondo il PSI dell'1? Del 2? Torre 2, dillo. Sì, ok. I take 1 second the command of the overlay, textualize, screen capture. second. I adjust in the stimulator. Voila. Okay. Was good. You have again the control, my friend Lilo. Okay. You have the controls. We use also TeamViewer.
Starting engine
I
2.
use the TeamViewer to manage the system of Lillo. Mancano i dati della volo della LIRF perché fly-by-wire è bugged, io lo metterei anche più piccolo. È vero Lillo. The fly-by-wire is bugged, then we have no layer actually. Non abbiamo layer Lillo. Dunque we have no information in the layer, then I will close the layer in that case. Aspettami un secondo, tolgo il layer Lillo, l'overlay perché non si vede. Voila, it's bugged. We need to find another way for the layer. Thank you Dan so much. A posto Lillo. Give back the controls. Yeah, I received these tips in WhatsApp by our friends. Dan. Allora. Just to try. Ok. Circling 08. Ti propongono un Circle 08. E dai.
After start checklist.
Anti-ice.
Actually, but the layer don't take the information.
Off.
ECAM status.
Checked.
We will
Pitch
check
trim.
the next flight. I'm sorry, guys.
26% set.
Rudder trim.
0.
After start checklist complete.
Clear left side.
Clear right side.
Then. Più vicino, weather is good, Lillo. Wind 240 at 12 knots. Cav ok. Here, cav ok. 30 degrees temperature. 160 dew point. UNH 1017. Today, just for information, today at Imperia, I see we have the Frecce Tricolori, the Italian acrobatic team, doing a display this afternoon. But we can't reach, we are online. We prefer to stay really low. At the same time, I want to say thank you to all guys following us yesterday, today, writing us the mail, the too much compliments for the project, for Lilo. Thank you, really so much. Now Lilo is already working with FS2 crew. You don't see the pin, but he uses actually the FS2 to have an help during the flight. Break off. It's incredible, Lilo. How you use this program during the flights. It's real impression, my friend.
Brake check.
Pressure
Okay,
0.
the aircraft. Set. To fly Lilo, I have to open different program at the same time. Working with this software. Okay. Now he switched to the layer for the normal K to use the arrow, the keyboard to make the taxi. No, the program have no crash from the FS2 crew today. Happy of this. Marino, non chiuderlo. Chiudi Discord eventualmente. Possiamo anche chiudere. Sì, te le chiudo io, va. Così gli do una mano. Via lo stemming. Vogliamo anche un viewer. You have the control. Sì, guadagno un caffè. Voilà. Siamo good. Bravo Lillo. Ti dicono bravo dal canale. Bugs in the sim can be so annoying, and for some reason sim crashing usually happens before landing. Yeah, sometimes happen, and it's not so beautiful. We hope in a more stability simulator. We hope in the next Lilo, I think the next update with the Direct 12 and the LSS we hope in a better performance, better stability simulator per yeah, the sim update 10. Bolillo, resume taxi. Kismai, thank you for the follow. Lilo, hai disattivato l'HDR oggi? Sembra un po' meglio, il taxing comunque. Okay, I'm not a Airbus pilot. I'm actually a bit curious how well Lillo handles this plane even on the ground. Me too. I don't know how to fly an Airbus. Normally I fly TBM helicopter or GJ4. No, Lillo have a lot of knowledge about Airbus. He have studied a lot of time with real pilots also. In our virtual airline we had 2-3 real pilots of Airbus, and Lillo studied with these guys a lot of time, and I think he have the knowledge to be type rated.
Take off.
Check.
He need only
Flight,
to
split
fly
square,
the real
take off.
aircraft. But in a theory with procedure, emergency, etc., is have a big skill. Lillo have a big skill of this. Ciao Sappi! We hope to
Man
have
flag
this
69
success, which
SAS,
I hope
auto thrust
Lillo
blue.
have this,
Checked.
and we hope to change the mentalities of the big industries, and to I think in 2022 the disabled people have not need technology to be online inside the other people's like the normal one. It's time to do this revolution. Perfetto. Sei pronto Lilo per il take-off? Today is alone. It's the first flight and first live for Lilo alone. Again, I'm sorry for my English, guys. I normally speak a little bit better French and Italian. Okay, taking off.
Thrust set. $100 knots.
Checked.
V1. Rotate. Positive climb.
Enough.
Check.
Gear up.
Nice takeoff, Lilo.
Gear up.
Autopilot 1.
Check.
Climb.
Check.
Thrust climb. Auto
Yeah,
thrust.
of course
check.
then. Lilo have the 100% of command of the aircraft. Then all movements are set by the buttons.
Packs
behind
are
head,
on.
his head. Guardati con perfect Airbus procedure Lilo, guardalo lì. Bravo, bravo, bravo. He fly also manually, without any problem. And of course, Lilo have a lot of years of practice of this with this technology. Then he know exactly what is sensitivity of his button and the program, etc. Personally, I have tried to imagine myself to use
Flap
same
0.
technology of
Speed
Lilo.
checked.
It was really impossible for me.
Flaps 0.
Crossing 3500. Bravo Lillo.
Open climb.
Check.
Set standard.
Standard. Cross-checked.
Voilà.
Passing flight level 061. Now.
Checked.
If you see, use the aircraft like me, like you. Normal procedure. Guarda Lillo, tutto a posto? Perfetto. Bravo. Nice stuff. Change it, selected
After
speed,
takeoff,
as
climb
managed.
checklist.
Landing gear.
Gold
Up.
key
Flaps.
below green
Retracted.
dot
Packs.
at flaps 0. The gold
Packs
not
on.
be
Down to the
absolutely
line.
the correct
Clear
take
rad
of
nav.
the
Okay.
order of system
Below the line.
wide
Barrow
and
ref.
bound. Bravo.
Standard set.
Vedi?
Standard
Sei
set.
riuscito
After
comunque a
takeoff,
mettere il
climb
flap,
checklist complete.
0 di sotto della green dot. Perfetto. Hanno annunciato la data. Flight Sim Expo 2023. Ok, I will see. Flight Sim Expo 23. 23 at from 23 to 25 June of the next year on the Lone Star Flight Museum at Houston, Texas, USA. We will see if we can join the expo with Lillo. It was a big trouble. I don't know. We have to talk with Lillo and yeah, to see if you want to join the expo if it's possible. So for the exposition or for the events around Europe, I think Lillo have not so much problem. Take the aircraft, civil flight, airline flight, and we will follow him directly. But in America, in USA, is a little bit much more. Yeah, it is not so far. Sì. Non è così vicino, dunque. We need to see, we need to talk with Lillo, with the family of Lillo, to know if it's possible to fly with him a lot of hours, and possible for him to do this travel. Sei mai stato in America, Lillo? Bisognerebbe fare un viaggio. Qua c'è il Flight Sim Expo 2023. Ciao Forna! Ecco venuto il Forna. C'è il Flight Sim Expo a Houston, Lillo, l'anno prossimo. Dal 23 al 25 giugno, Houston, Texas. Partendo dal fatto che io non potrò venire, il motivo per sé che non posso volare. Venire in America per me è proibitivo, però se ci vuoi partecipare ti organizziamo un team che ti segue e se puoi. Forna, welcome to Forna. Orna is the graphic designer staff of the FlyLillo, kind of person helping us FlyLillo graphic, etc. Okay, Smile, hello, thank you so much, really thank you so much, it's appreciated. Ah, Circling 08 Lillo, perfect. Bravo, fai il circling. Ma dimmi un po', secondo te ci potresti andare al Flight C-Max o a Houston? Mi piacerebbe andarci. He write us directly, no, in this moment. You see, we will take directly the letters from the program and extract la parola. Ah, I need help. Sappi, sai bene inglese ogni tanto, puoi venire anche te a fare dammi una mano in inglese, argomentare un po'. Okay, in the same time we will wait, we will expect the Circling 08 at Innsbruck. It was a challenge for Lillo. It's hard for me when I fly with my aircraft in Innsbruck to do the circle to land. Vabbè, oh, sappi quello che sai te e non so io, ci compensiamo. Hello Pedro, Pedrotti, yeah, ciao carissimo. Ciao che Pedro lì, l'hai visto? Pedro is another Ligurian air pilot. And welcome and thanks to join the stream 8. Allora, reach. Perfect. Challenge accepted. Grande Lillo. Okay. And with 08 will be the challenge, Circling 08 in Innsbruck will be the challenge for Lillo today. Bravo Lillo. Okay, in the same time we are joining the cruise level. Yeah, today the graphic card was better. I think the problem is the HDR set wrong during the streaming. Perfetto Lillo. Bravo, Puma. Time I do some things for him around. Perfetto. The logo of Lillo is coming. Also, when we have the logo, we will our Forna, our graphical staff. will create and will make the delivery, the Airbus FlyLillo. Try to we try to construct and to paint one aircraft, all the aircraft he used, give him the opportunity to have his personalized livery. Then stay tuned also for this. In the future, if you want to buy the FlyLillo livery, it will be free for all also. Allora, poi Lilo, quando sei free puoi pure tranquillamente comunicare anche in chat con gli altri, vedere un po'. Bella Lellino, sono felice. Hai visto ti stai facendo la tua prima live? Eh? Sei nervoso? No, ti vedo tranquillo. Ti vedo tranquillo. Molto tranquillo oggi. Perfetto. Senti un po' Lillo, che dici? Ti pensi che è possibile ad andare a giugno dell'anno prossimo, eventualmente a Houston per la fiera, secondo te? Quelle in giro per l'Europa te le andiamo tranquillamente a fare, E flight team over the Europe. Okay, here right back. Okay, perfetto. He will think about it. He answer me in privateness and we think. We will see if it's possible to join the EU. For me personally, I'm unable, but yeah, we will see. L'organizzatore del Presidente con un controllore che spesso apre Boston Center, ci vuole sicuramente sicuramente non so, I don't know something with che ha. Yeah, because Houston is not behind the door, then for Lillo is a little bit too much complicated. Also, yeah, much more expensive because he's unable to join the event alone. And he need 1-2 person with him to assist him during the travel and yeah, do the normal tasking day. Over the Europe is not too hard. Family, myself, friends inside the Ligohener, we are here to help him without any problem. In the Europe, too much easily. But if we think to fly and to join Houston with Lillo, it was a little bit more complicated. But don't know it. Allora, ok Lillo, circle to land 08 in Innsbruck, challenge is accepted by Lillo, mi raccomando For now, we are waiting for the. We are waiting to know. Thank you, Gabriel, for the following. Thank you so much. For now, we have to know which way we have to follow. And for the moment, we have the possibility to affiliate us. We have joined the objective just yesterday, but yeah, moment no. We need to know 2 or 3 things before. Looking at then for now, I have sent back the mail. Then we wait. Sì, se vuoi, Dan. For the logo, then when the logo is ready, we will talk with you and with Lilo, create the layer and 2 or 3 things in website, etc. Actually, we are really happy. We have gained a lot of followers between yesterday and today, and it was really important for Lilo, for our idea, for our. Ok, di muovo io. Okay, Dan is with us.
Hello.
Well done, thank
Hello,
you.
buddy. Charlie Low.
1,000 to go.
Check.
Colon. How are you, Dan?
Pretty good. I was looking, watching the departure. Was writing to flag how impressive is that Lillo is basically doing one-to-one the Airbus procedure as they should be done. Very little details like push the stick down during the takeoff, half push up to 80 knots, and you can see that he's doing it. He's starting the clock, the chrono when he puts the throttle. Very little details that I bet a good part of the people flying Airbus on the simulator they're not doing. You can see how advanced is his knowledge on the aircraft, and still with the limited controls he has, he's able to do everything. That is always amazing.
Alt-Star.
Check.
Mach Alt-Star.
Check.
Yeah,
No,
maybe special.
Alt cruise.
Check.
For the approach, he's inserting the details of the approach. He's put the QNH already, temperature already. It's quite a warm day in Innsbruck, 27 degrees.
Yeah. The summer coming.
Summer is here, yeah. Well, I'm in the middle on a thunderstorm, so doesn't feel like at all.
And,
So let me see.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again from the flight deck, your captain speaking.
He's going to
Just
perform
introduce
a
you for the flight, as
circuit
you
land to
know,
08. Is that correct?
Detail those clear
Yeah,
from the
okay.
aisle as the flight attendants will be coming through the cabin with galley
Nice.
cards shortly. Also, one more reminder to please
I'm really
refrain from
curious
congregating to the front
to
galley
see
where the flight deck
the,
door is located. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Then just to remember, Dan is our friend, firstly, and second one is pilot. He's in the virtual airline of Lillo, and third one is a real Airbus type pilot. Then Lillo have passed a lot of hours with them in the lessons. We have some.
When Lilo is teaching me things.
Firstly, before your type, I think, yes.
Even during the type. Sometimes it comes out with things that I have to take the FCOM and say, okay, let me see where that is written. I should know that, but I don't know where it is.
I love really Lilo. He's a special guy. He's a really special person, and yeah, it's incredible how he's fly, how he's simulator, how he's program different technology. I use the different programs in the same time in background of the simulator. We don't see all of program used by him, but really impressive the multitask Lillo. Same time we remember
And-
he have
and
a
this-
heavy handicap. Then
and the
it-
situation awareness that he has on the, I mean, if you fly a plane, the most important element is the situation awareness that you have. So understand what is happening around you. Airbus has 4 golden rules, but basically the idea is that you always are in control of the aircraft and you know what's happening. Where Lillo is very good is, I saw it yesterday when the software crashed during the approach.
yeah, fortunately.
He never lost situation awareness. I mean, the plane was slowly climbing in a turn, but it was fine. And as soon as he got back the control, he went on a level flight. The plane started to accelerate again as it should be, and in few seconds got out from toggle lock, which is what the plane does as protection, and clean up the flaps and everything. Perfect situation awareness of what's going on. And the same before, during the departure, the seed he was following out of Fiumicino is let me see if I can open quickly the chart.
Today.
That yes, today.
Yeah.
That seed has a speed constraint of 200 knots, I think, 210. I don't remember which one exactly it was. It was flying before, but I think it was 200 knots, and he was accelerating, and he got to the speed to get to flap 0, and the flap with the restriction of 200 knots, and the green dot was like 210, 212. I would say a normal sim person that flies for fun, he won't recognize that, but he went on selected airspeed, and he increased the speed from 200 to 212, which is not a big deal. 200 was still a safe speed, and it was within the limits and so on. But you can see how he thinks ahead of the plane, and he went, okay, with flap 0 I cannot be below green dot speed if I want to stay safe, and he bang just did that. So another sign that he's well ahead of the plane. He's already thinking what's coming next.
Yeah, really. He know exactly, and Airbus is not so easily to understand in different trouble
I think
situations.
no. I think you have to. I think you have to understand what the plane is giving you, and the FMA is there to help you to understand what the plane is programmed to do, and how it's going to be executing this program. If you understand that, and I think that's where Lillo is is strong on, he can do that well.
Okay.
He can do it well. So let's see how now is we are coming to almost top of the sand, if I'm not wrong.
Down there.
How is the weather? How is the weather like in Innsbruck? Let's check the weather.
Since all that was amazing, I would be been so lost. Probably I'm able to find the airport again. Me too, Skip. Sometimes when I have to do some missile approach, I have to perform some procedure, unexpected procedure. Sometimes I have lost myself. I have lost the airport, and I have to see. I have to check my position in a chart and in the world to know where I'm. My awareness is not really good every time. I'm really good. Wolf, welcome back. Good morning. Thanks to see you. We are glad also to see you in the channel. Thanks so much. Appreciated. A little update in same time. Lillo today perform this afternoon perform a Rome Fiumicino to Innsbruck using Airbus 320 fly-by-wire and the help of the FBW. And the landing challenge of Lillo was accepted by Lillo is the runway 08. And we are here to
With a circle to land,
circle to land 08. Exactly.
because he wants his life to be easy.
We will see.
Look at his smiling.
It's an honor to be here. Thanks for inviting me. No problem, sir. Really. We are all here for Lillo. Then it was only a simple pleasure, everybody. I think. Also, thanks to Dan to join the live to help me for the English. Thank you really so much. We appreciate it.
Doing the Airbus English support.
Exactly. I never fly an Airbus in my life. And really, when Lillo touch or program the aircraft, I don't understand. I understand only 10% these functions actually.
I just checked the weather for Innsbruck in the meantime, which I think is quite interesting to see. This was the weather for today at 12:20 Zulu, so it may change soon. We're going to get a new meta soon, but the latest one we have, the wind is from 070 at 20 knots. So Lillo, you have to be ready. It's going to be a fast downwind, because 20 knots is as a downwind you have to correct for that extra speed. Visibility is more than 10 kilometers, so it's fine. Few at 8,000 feet, so it's not a big deal. We have few with CB at 8,000 as well, but I'm not sure how this is going to be replicated by FS20. We will see. We will see. Scattered 11,000, temperature 27, dew point 17. Not that humid. There's not much humidity in the air. So you have a good 10 degrees in difference in dew point. So that CB may not turn into a thunderstorm that quickly. Is going to be, but not that quickly maybe. QNH 10, 11 is fine. Let's see if you can change. So this is what we're going to get. Let's see what the TAF is saying. TAF is going for thunderstorm with wind from the opposite direction, so it's quite interesting. From 2 Zulu, so actually it's from 1 hour from now. Thunderstorm, rain, and broken clouds, and then there's the probability for the wind to pick up at gust of 45 knots. That would be quite interesting. But obviously, if you get a thunderstorm with hail, again, I'm not sure how FS20 is going to show this. Oh, you have a better meta there. Is 070 17 knots. So wind remains quite strong. So the downwind would be quite a challenge today, because you have to compensate for the extra wind you get from the back.
Capito Lillo? It's not so easy today.
No, ma Lillo lo sa, Lillo non ha problemi. And worst case, go around. If you don't like what you're doing, just try again.
You do a lot of times go around. I think in I mean Dan when he fly the 80% time he make go around.
Because it's a procedure that you don't do that often, so it's a way to train a procedure that is a procedure you need to do properly when it happens, and it's good if you can do it on the sim, so you can keep yourself trained.
Wanna become famous by viewer, follower and prime. Aspetta che questo lo fuori.
So about 120 miles to Innsbruck.
Yeah.
Just getting ready.
Sorry.
Sì, comunque sappi, hai ragione. Lillo atterra ovunque. Adesso la prossima volta lo facciamo atterrare a Calvi con un Secret to Land a Calvi. Lo facciamo divertire un po'. Magari gli mettiamo un meteo un po' più complicato rispetto a quello reale. Mettiamo magari un ceiling un po' più basso, così diventa visuale solo all'ultimo e si diverte anche un po'.
Beh, we will organize a flight with Dimeta. I hope you will fly with Lillo, Tappi, and then want to normally then fly with Lillo in multi-crew with your control. When Lillo want to create a team for flying in multi-crew, then yeah, expect. Ciao Silvio, welcome Silvio.
Anche un Madeira, ti chiedono anche un Madeira.
Madeira?
Sì, gli vogliono far girare tutti gli aeroporti difficili, povero Lillo. Ma un bel Malpensa 3-5 sinistra?
Malpensa Circle to Land?
No, un bel Malpensa semplice, Autoland.
Una volta, sì. Si può fare tutto, eh. E Lillo, facciamo un calendario bello completo adesso, procedure e di tutto. Tanto sta scrivendo. Shall he write us?
Ah, vuole andare a Scardo. Adesso sei innamorato di Scardo, Lillo.
Lillo.
Scardo è un aeroporto in Pakistan dove dove una procedura solo visuale e praticamente devi disegnare un 8 in cielo prima di poter scendere all'aeroporto. È un aeroporto molto alto, mi sembra una cosa come 9.000 piedi di altitudine.
Wow.
Quindi con tutte le performance limitate del caso. Procedura solo visuale, questa vallata molto stretta in cui devi volare e scendere e girare per arrivare in finale. Complicato, però Lillo ha deciso che la sua prossima destinazione, la sua destinazione preferita di questo mese è il mese di Scardo.
Scardo month of Lillo. Gli facciamo un piccolo bannierino. This is the month of Scardo.
Sì, facciamo il mese di Scardo, il mese di Madeira. C'è una settimana, perché poi Lillo una settimana cambia idea. Lui lo fa, passa alla prossima.
Ne fa 4 o 5, figurati.
Sì.
Bisogna adesso Lillo ci mettiamo e facciamo un bel calendario. We try to construct a good calendar with Lillo to show you and to show us.
Just for the English, because I realized I was talking Italian. Lillo wants to do the Scardo approach, which is the Pakistan airport, where you have to descend and basically fly at an 8 in the air and land in the middle of the valley. It's very high airport, so it's something like 9,000 feet, top of my head. but he's this kind of person that every week he has a new preferred airport he wants to try, and this is the week of Cardo. And we see next week what will be. Right, where are we on the flight? So we are about to start descent, I guess. The system is saying about 25 minutes to go.
Hmm? We are studying with Lillo, assistant to talk people in live. But yeah, actually, we don't see any technology for this. Then we have to search a little bit more.
Okay. In the meantime, what you see is that Lillo is doing the preparation for the descent. So he's putting the different information for the arrival. Now he's putting the correct expected fuel consumption to go to the alternate, if you have to. It looks like let's see where he's going to put this. It looks like the fuel that we're going to have in okay. In case we need to go to Vienna, we may be a bit short of fuel. So Lillo, make it right. don't divert.
Rimani a secco, avviene, il 0.6 Lillo.
Make it right. Don't get it wrong.
He can land Innsbruck. Alternative will be also good Zurich. Not so distant.
Yeah, we have to make a calculation for that.
Salzburg is in proximity.
No, but the weather is fine. It's just a bit windy, but it's fine.
Yeah, but it's not so easy.
Yeah, it will be easy. It will be easy.
We will see.
Lillo is flying, not you, Robbie.
Ah, yeah, of course. That's for this I fly helicopter.
That's why you fly only helicopters. You can stop and maneuvering.
With autopilot, of course.
With autopilot, yes.
Ciao Celestino, benvenuto. Lillo, aereo preferito tra i vecchi? Beh, lui volava il 727. 727 lo volava molto. Gli avevamo comprato tutti insieme il FDS. Non mi ricordo come si chiamava. No, gli FDG. Credo. E poi aveva anche il 7. Non mi ricordo se gli FDG era. Comunque si vola anche i jet, si è adattato anche col sim. Quando è uscito il sim è rimasto comunque molto su FS Lab, anche perché non aveva tanti bei software a disposizione. Poi è iniziato col CRJ piano piano. Sì, ci mette il suo tempo, magari un po' di più degli altri, però come vedi anche qua con l'aiuto di FS2 Crew ha impostato quello che doveva, tempo 10 un quarto d'ora, in genere ce ne vogliono una ventina. Comunque con l'aiuto di FS2 Crew per lui è un buonissimo aiuto. Poi è eccezionale invece quando vola in multi-crew proprio. Quella è una cosa ancora migliore, molta interazione ed è speciale. Lascia a fine volo, lascia un qualcosa di bello nel cuore. Anche perché Lillo non
Sì,
ha
i
molto,
voli
comunque.
che Lillo che fa con Silvio sono... Sì, Silvio fa la voce di Lillo.
È la voce di Lillo, esatto.
Sì.
E questa è una cosa bellissima perché ha i suoi doppiatori lui tranquillamente. No, vola anche tranquillamente, però in testa appunto come vedi dalla velocità con cui lui scrive eccetera, se c'è traffico, c'è una situazione molto tipo un overload a Zurigo, con 40 persone in canale, ecco, prima lui sta dietro all'aereo, poi riesce a stare dietro alla chat, dunque bisogna, cercheremo anche ovviamente di ottimizzare il tutto, al di là di questo, creare il migliore, di far creare il migliore l'azienda, poter ottimizzare anche questi momenti in cui quando è da solo effettivamente è molto difficile per lui. We are all in Italy actually, yeah, yes. Lilo is from Genova. Lima India Mike Juliet airport. And we are people around the people around Lillo is approximately, yeah, all in Liguria region of Italy. We are a virtually online group based in Liguria, but we have also an help from people around the Europe, like Dan when he lives in England, or other people living in other countries. But Lilo, yes, is based in Genova.
Okay, so how far are we from top of the San Lillo?
Vedere quanto siamo al top of descent.
Siamo quasi, eh?
Perfetto. Vedi, fa anche lo zoom, vedi come cambia il layer, you change the layer to zoom, etc. It's a little bit complicated all times.
I think one thing that I'm just jumping in because it's something that I asked him to explain to me. How this system works is I'm not sure that we understand properly. Is as you can see, I've in this case it has 6 columns, and the highlighted column is what the system is cycling through, and then he pushed the button to stop the cycle on the column that he wants to find a comment from, and then when he stops the column, the highlighting starts to go from so it goes from left to right, and then if he push the button, then it starts going from top to the bottom of that column, and then he can select the comment that he wants to use. So it's a continuous cycle of the different option that he can do. And as you can see now, is typing. The system goes from left to right, and then he push the button, and then it goes from top to bottom, and then he just select what he wants from that column, and he keep cycling through, so he can have access to all the different in this case character that he wants to use. So it's an okay system, but I think what the project is about is to find a way to improve this system.
Exactly. I agree 100%. It's exactly what we want to do. Lilo is the example of a person is have the possibility to fly actually in this technology, this position, but we need to create new technologies for all people with handicap, and Lilo want to join this objective, and this body is online, and he show himself he show him to the world.
and you see how Lilo is always complaining about the add-ons he flies. He just wrote this nice bugged LNAV from
Exactly.
Fly-by-Wire. He always complain about add-ons he uses. Non è mai contento Lilo. Lilo non è mai contento, vuole sempre di più.
Vabbè, vediamo un po' col Phoenix quando uscirà l'FS2Q. Go you. Bravo Lilo comunque, bravissimo.
Vediamo come risolvi, Lillo.
Ok. You know, he have to do a lot of change in the layer and configuration to use the mouse, to use another things.
So yeah, you see how much he has to change to select the
Thrust
altitude
idle.
now
Check.
he wants,
Open descent.
Check.
and to pull to go into open descent to get to the altitude.
Grazie Celestino. Ci sono bug ovunque, è normale. Sta. Ok.
From the flight deck, ladies and gentlemen, as you may have noticed, we have begun our initial descent
Esatto,
down to
open descent,
Now would be a good time to wrap
che
up
vuol
the
dire che i
business
motori vanno in
as
idle
we prepare for approach.
e
If you are up, once you return to your seat, we ask that you
l'autopilota
remain
dà
seated
un
until
pitch
the aircraft
in modo
arrives.
che
Flight attendants, please prepare the cabin for arrival.
la velocità selezionata, che può essere manage o selected, viene mantenuta solo col pitch dell'aereo e i motori in idle.
Ok.
La differenza, una grossa differenza che hai in open descent è che non hai le restrizioni degli arrivi, quindi non è il nostro caso che siamo abbastanza alti, però tipo il prossimo punto è Elmen, Eco Lima Mike, Eco Mike, noi penso stessimo arrivando da una Breno for Bravo, in quel caso avremmo una restrizione a 13.000 piedi, noi comunque lo passeremo siamo a 34 adesso, lo passeremo a 31 probabilmente, quindi non è assolutamente un problema, però fossimo stati più bassi, ovviamente open descent il rischio è di mancare le constraints, quindi devi fare attenzione ai constraints, ma non è il nostro caso in questo momento.
Ah, ok. Eventualmente si deve mettere in holding allora a questo punto.
No, semplicemente deve selezionare lui un'altitudine che va a rispettare le constraints delle minime.
Adesso, come adesso stiamo un po' alti o possiamo recuperare il gap?
Ma avendo una procedura molto, molto lunga ancora, onestamente non è un grosso problema, anche perché Rattenberg lo catturi a 9500.
Check.
Adesso faccio un
Speed,
po' fatica a
check.
vedere a quanto sta scendendo, più o meno 2000 piedi, un po' meno di 2000 piedi al minuto.
Sì. Bisogna che facciamo anche lo zoom, bisogna vedere un po' come impostare la visuale.
Comunque se io prendo da Elmen a Rattenberg, quanto ci sarà di distanza, Roby? Tu che sei bravo con queste cose.
A occhio. Ci sono i range rings di 40 miglia.
Sto guardando, non ho davanti la carta, sono...
Cercando di leggere 20 30 tengo laggiù 40 miglia, 40-50 miglia.
Sono su più di 50 miglia.
Ok. Sì, mi basavo sui red rings cioè sui range rings che c'ha lui, per appunto abbiamo la visuale un po'.
Come vedi c'è scritto lì Roma Tango Tango, sono 51 miglia in questo momento, quindi sei in 50 miglia comunque. Adesso deve perdere 20.000 piedi, c'è tutto lo spazio per farlo. Beautiful view of the valley, Innsbruck Valley just in front of us.
It's amazing this simulator.
Yeah. game changer on the graphics.
Bravo Lillo. We have managed the LNAV, no, cos'è? Binario?
LNAV.
LNAV.
LNAV. Lateral navigation.
Bene. He's concentrated, Lillo.
Yeah, it's a complicated procedure for everybody, so it has to be for him as well. Make his life a bit more complicated.
1017
Okay, we
set.
have no new
1017 set. Passing to 5,100.
changed.
Now.
Checked.
0.1. But
We're almost
it's
there.
variable between 040 and 100, and it's not so.
The new method.
No, in the other one we have no new one.
Okay.
But the wind is variable
070, yeah, 07017, 040 variable 100.
Then this affects the heading of the aircraft, goes downwind.
Allora, okay, pretty sure Lillo is going to do in the proper way, so I'm not going to explain it anything. What we're going to see is that he's going to use the track FBA function. The track FBA function gives you, so you tell which track you want to fly, and the plane is correcting for wind, and it makes you to fly the track you want. So you can have a 100 knots. You see
Track
now.
check.
Now he's putting himself in track FBA. Bang. He's going to follow a track 083. Whatever is the wind,
Thrust
if you have a
idle.
crosswind
Check.
of
Open
120
descent.
knots or a tailwind of 2 knots, you're going to fly, in any case, a track of 083. The plane is smart enough to do that for you.
Okay.
FPA is, so track stands for track, it's easy to understand. FPA is a flight path angle. You can tell the aircraft which angle of descent you want to follow. So a standard ILS is a 3 degrees glide path. So what you can do, you can pull the flight path angle, and you tell, okay, Airbus, descend at 3 degrees. Why you give this? Because depending on the speed you're flying at, your rate of descent has to change to keep a specific flight path angle. So if you are descending, if you think about an approach speed for an Airbus is around 140, 150, depending on the weight.
Cabin crew, prepare for arrival.
To maintain a 3 degrees, you descend about 700 feet per minute. If you double your speed, to maintain the same degree of descent, you need to increase your rate of descent as well. It's not an easy calculation to make, especially when it's not 3 degrees. So what the Airbus does, you can just use that function to say, okay, whatever is my ground speed, you have to fly 3 degrees descent or climb. Not used for climb, but just to give you an idea. In the meantime, we're starting the APU as a full standard in Innsbruck. Get extra juice from the engine. Position himself for the localizer 26, so he can then perform the cycling on 08.
I'm so curious.
I want to see as well, yeah.
I fly a lot of time also. You fly in multi-crew, but yeah, we are not. We never see him in live outside of the time when we are occasionally when we are together.
Yeah. So he activated the approach phase, so he told the airplane, listen, we're going to land soon. Behave, as we say. Fai il bravo. Non darci problemi, amico Airbus.
Fly by wire.
You never know.
Okay.
So speed breaks out. It's coming down nicely on the path. APU is coming on. So from this moment, basically the air conditioning now is supplied by the APU, and that implies that the two bleed valves for the two engines actually just closed, and that is an extra air that you can keep inside the engine, and this extra mass of air is extra energy you can get out of the engine.
Okay, I don't know.
Yeah, you fly when you land at a high altitude, and especially with these 27 degrees, performance becomes a factor that you have to take into account. And obviously, you cannot shut down the air conditioning, because that is keeping the aircraft pressurized, and that's why you need the APU to assist you in this kind of approaches.
I think io pensavo che fosse un fatto di
Well, it is safety to some extent.
Sì, sa, esatto. Sì, lui è molto minuzioso, Tengo a ripetere che ne sa più di me. Non togliamo il fatto che ha un problema motorio, ma lo sappiamo tutti noi, comunque le conoscenze ce le ha. Comunque questo tanto di cappello, ecco. Diciamo, quando vola con noi in via è una cosa, vedi, è sempre in canale, lo vediamo, fa anche lui le sue live, però non vedevamo lui, vedevamo solo l'aereo. E
1000 to go.
Prende tutto anche
Check.
per noi un altro tipo di significato, di dimensione, intorno al lavoro che lui ha. E ci aiuta anche a
È
capire
vero.
come aiutarlo.
Non ne sbaglia una, Lillo.
È vero, assolutamente. Adesso lasciamo concentrato.
Coming to FlyLillo 100. Turn it into the localizer. Nice and clean. Very good energy management. Look at that. Bravo Lillo.
Alt star.
Check.
Speed.
Il
Check.
pilota reale, non te lo dico io. È belli.
Speed la star.
Alt.
Check.
I'm curious if you use the
Flaps
heading
1.
Speed checked.
or the
Flaps
just
1.
just
Flap 1.
Flaps 2.
Speed checked.
Gear down.
Flaps 2.
Flight attendants, please prepare for landing.
Gear down.
E di lock
Flaps
star.
Speed checked.
Establishing the localizer.
Flaps 3.
Localizer.
Check.
Nice and good early stabilize approach.
Hello Roberto, guarda chi c'è Roberto. Ciao Robertino. technical manager di Lillo.
Okay, 20 miles DME to go. About to catch the glide slope. We are already configured for so flap 3 gear down, which is the standard configuration, early stabilized for air circuit to land.
Light slopes down.
Check.
Especially this kind of circuit to land, you want to be early stabilized so you don't have to work during the descent, and you can keep focused on the actual performance of the
Glide slope.
of the final part of the approach. Aircraft starts to descend. So the minimum for the circling, I didn't check what he did put in. I cannot see that because you have different minima depending on performance.
2,500.
Grazie Lillo. 3,800. Perfect. Perfect. So it's going to descend all the way to 3,800. So about 3,900. It will push the FBA in this case, because the FBA. So it will level off by 1,300 feet, and then it will brake to the left and fly the downwind, the right downwind of the runway 08, and then usual base and final.
Lillo.
Coming down very nicely. Wind is a crosswind so far, so let's see how the simulator is going to manage that 070 at 17 knots as we come closer to the ground. Strange, because usually the wind backs when you're coming down, so wind veers when you go up and backs when you're coming down, so it should actually move in the opposite direction of what it's doing, the wind in the simulator.
Thanks, simulator.
But yeah, but let's see how this how it's doing. It may be some valley effect. I don't know if the simulator is good enough to give you valley effect. Anyway, here we come, 13 nautical miles to max DME. The break off is around 4 miles. So another 9 miles to go before the start of the visual portion of the procedure.
Will be a left brake.
Will be a left brake, and you can see he's already preparing the 45 degrees left turn. So you see there's a track of T233 already prepared on the. He's moving down. Yeah, he's doing that. On the FCU, so 225 will be brake to the left. You can see the runway already.
Yes.
So we are fully visual, which is good.
I don't see the fuel with CB.
No. Weather is not is not 100% to what is the real one. Ma va bene così, dai.
Bravo Lillo.
Avete aumentato la velocità, la via approach, così da essere più safe, per prendere in considerazione il vento più forte rispetto allo standard che si dà. Higher via approach, so you can
Radar
you can
altimeter
be
alive.
well within the safety. 4200, ci siamo quasi.
above.
Check.
Rispondi tu a Lollo,
Minimum.
Roby, che sai bene il motivo per cui usiamo Fly-by-Wire e non Phoenix al momento.
Beh, allora innanzitutto non c'è ancora un supporto con FBW, lo aiuta molto, come possiamo dire, voi non lo vedete, non troviamo di metterlo online, comunque lui usa FBW e ho provato appunto adesso tolto l'FBW, quello che gli dà faceva 70, il Phoenix attualmente non ha ancora una sensibilità,
Check.
visto che lui gioca a sapere, sensibilità tale per cui lui riesce a controllarlo in un modo decente. Per il momento ci chiediamo ancora. Scusate, io stavo facendo un clean della chat. Cambio del...
Okay, we are breaking off to the left, slightly below the altitude I would like to be, but it's fine. Not a big deal. We are fully visual, except that well, he's already correcting for that, so good spot, Lillo.
Bravo. Io che parlavo piano, scusa. Yeah, it's Innsbruck, Lollo. Circle to land, runway 08.
So soon we're going to get to the downwind. As you can see now, it's turning for the downwind.
Check.
Beautiful view of the Innsbruck Valley.
Un appunto, come vedete lui non guarda mai lateralmente, anche per un fattore che non abbiamo una seconda lancia che lo aiuta a farlo. Tutto quello che fa lui lo fa in base agli strumenti, in base alla conoscenza dell'aeroporto.
Manual flight.
Check.
Okay, flight directors off and autopilot off. Fully manual. It's changing this layout so you can control the aircraft manually. As you can see now, it's a different layout.
Flaps full.
Speed checked.
Yeah.
Flaps full.
We use another program. We use two programs behind the simulator. One for the macro and one for the hardware.
1000.
So autopilot off, flap full, flight director off.
Landing
As
check.
you can see,
Cabin crew.
it's fully
Advised.
manual
Auto
right
thrust.
now. Yes, this different macro. As if you were watching before, you can see now the macro is with a white background. Is different. He has, let's say, direct macro controls to inputs to the plane.
Speed.
Auto brake.
But the concept of work is the same. As you can see,
Ecam memo.
the highlight goes from left to right, so he has to push one button
Landing
to
no
stop
blue.
Landing checklist complete.
the selection on the column where he wants to use the specific function, and then he has to press again to stop when he moves when the highlight moves down.
Continue.
As you can see now, he's stopping on the G. There's a specific function for that. Now it's stopping on the arrow up. Now on the arrow right. So and you can see when he stops the arrow right, you can see how it's banking more
1000.
to get on
1000.
to get the aircraft to bank.
Yeah, it's absolutely crazy.
Starting to look outside now because you're going to be perfect on final.
Bravo Lillo. Amazing guy.
Very good base, very good downwind. Now it's just a question of putting down.
1000.
It was not easy for a lot of us. Then it was incredible. So this
Yeah, that's the
his hand is joystick. Incredible.
500.
very short final. We are perfectly on the center line. I don't trust the puppy in the simulator, so whatever the puppy say, but the picture is good.
200.
That's where it should be.
100.
Thank you, Skip. Thank you, guys, for following and for the
Look
support.
how good it's been on the center
30.
line. Perfect
20.
center line.
Retard. Retard.
Just slightly at the end, but it's fine. Corrected nicely.
Spoilers. No reverse. Engine 1 and 2. Decel.
Especially with the wind, remember.
70 knots.
Bit off when on the ground.
Yeah, is this the problem of Lilo? He need to have the direction system. Okay. I think in not only one of two buttons is it, or to have a one joystick control with the head to help him in this operation, because every time he has to change the flag and the direction function of the button, and lose a lot of time in this way to this operation. But we are safely on ground. Bravo Lillo, grazie. Ci ha portati a Innsbruck.
Look at that windsock in front of us. Look at how windy it is.
Bravo Lillo, bel atterraggio. Yeah, we have 070 at 17, but the simulator, yeah, is not good in beta. And, bravissimo comunque Lillo.
It's also pointing. The windsock is also pointing in the wrong direction. There is a tailwind on there, but it's not. It wasn't the tailwind when the land, so it's okay. It's fine.
Bravissimo Lillo.
So we made it.
Okay, we arrived in
After
Innsbruck,
landing
okay,
checklist.
Flaps.
Retracted.
Spoilers.
Disarmed.
APU.
Grazie mille.
Start.
Ed.
Radar.
Off.
Predictive wind shear system.
Comunque vedi Dan ha argomentato anche con
Off.
te.
After landing checklist
È
complete.
questo ciclico questa cosa ciclica a cui deve stare dietro lui ogni volta che gli crea il ritardo, il problema. In questo caso l'abbiamo anche visto, ecco, tecnicamente quello che è successo al di là del wind è il fatto che ogni volta deve riselezionare
E certo, se l'aereo sta scappando a sinistra o a destra, se la selezione non è ancora arrivata alla freccetta sinistra per poterla, in modo che lui la possa selezionare, o passano quei pochi secondi. Questo è, diciamo, il limite più grosso che ha, è che questo sistema
Thank you Sniffy for donation. Really.
è un ciclo che è continuo, ma ha i suoi tempi. Non può essere troppo veloce, perché altrimenti non riuscirebbe a selezionare la colonna che vuole, e non può neanche essere troppo lento, se no non puoi arrivare alla colonna che vuoi.
Okay.
Ma ve lo dico anche in inglese. What we're actually discussing is the biggest limit in this system, as we saw in the landing, and the last part of the landing when on the ground. That is, this system is cycling from left to right, and the correction of the last moment on the ground it's just a question of a few seconds. But if his system is just past the, let's say, left input, he has to wait those 3-4 seconds that the highlight goes back on the controller he wants to apply, and obviously those 3-4 seconds are enough to get the play maybe off the center line and so on. You cannot speed up the highlight cycle too much, because otherwise you won't be able to get the control, the commands he wants. And at the same time, you cannot be too slow, otherwise it would take too long to get to the control that he wants. So it's a very difficult fine tune of the timing, and that's where we would like to with this project find better solutions on the way for him to select different controls. I think there was a question on the chat about joystick. Robbie, yesterday you were saying maybe a kind of joystick on like to replace one button or next to a button could be an idea, but obviously he has to be made in a specific way to be able to for him to have the correct sensitivity to the inputs that he can give to this joystick. Giusto?
Yeah, esatto. Non riesce a fare quello che facciamo noi nel joystick. Immagina la velocità con cui noi lo muoviamo in finale.
Sì, sì.
Poi il fly-by-wire in questi casi non aiuta, secondo me. E il fatto, perché se avesse un Boeing, no, ho detto una cavolata. E il fly-by-wire lo aiuta, no, è vero.
Aiuta perché l'autotrim, cioè il fatto che rimane trimmato, aiuta un pochettino. Però il problema appunto è appunto questo, che l'input per poter dare l'input deve aspettare che venga selezionata la colonna corretta.
Ok, thank you. What about the head switches of on top, left, right, up, down?
That could be something to think about. I don't know in the details. I don't know the details of how much you can do with or without free movements of the head. You can have something like that, yes. I guess maybe you can even have something like some extra buttons, but also that could be a problem to manage all of them. That's where obviously we are. Robbie and Lillo are trying to find someone with the correct technological skills to develop something that can work. Also, correct me if I'm wrong, Robbie, but I think the idea is also to find to find a solution that is somehow plug and play for everybody. So Lillo is easier to be an ambassador to this, but it's not the only one with this problem. And what we want to find is a solution, is a cheap solution, because if you're willing to spend 20,000 euros, you can find solutions. What we're looking for is an affordable solution that can be applied to Flight Simulator, for example, but any game, where you can give macros and inputs, so you can have a smooth experience and application of controls.
Exactly, 100% correct.
I'm
I'm unable to explain this in this way. Thank you so much from me and from Lillo. Tanto siamo arrivati alla fine volo. We arrived at
so we are in Innsbruck on time.
Exactly.
Time for a break. to have some coffee, get the plane unloaded. Fuel on board, just alright, Lillo. We can improve a bit on the planning.
This is the fault of our CEO. He's a Ligurian guy, and in Ligurian we don't.
Ligurian are known for saving.
Exactly. But that's normal. We have not much money in our airline.
2.3 tonnellate, Lillo, se facevi un errorino non ci arrivavamo più.
Secondo me ci è pensato al go round, però hai visto il carburante e hai detto
come se da
all'ultimo pensavo, ho detto quasi quasi in realtà, poi ho visto il carburante e ho detto
secondo me per Lillo gli piace volare leggero, allora arriva con pochissimo carburante, e poi è un modo per essere sicuro che devi atterrare la prima volta.
Esattamente. Allora, next flight of today will be from Innsbruck to Firenze
Parking
Peretola
checklist.
at
APU, please.
18 UTC or 20 local. Then if you want to follow us, you are welcome, of course. Vediamo un po' come siamo messi.
LOL aveva 2.3 tonnellate, diciamo che un go round sarebbe stato un commitment a Innsbruck, non c'era proprio la possibilità di andare all'alternato.
No, non sarebbe arrivato neanche a Salzburg, no?
Ma forse sì, forse diciamo che era al limite. Dove arrivava era poi un emergency fuel. Perché dopo sarebbe stato, però ci siamo arrivati. Lui sapeva benissimo che sarebbe atterrato al primo colpo, sapeva benissimo che il meteo era giusto, volava offline, quindi la pista sicuramente non veniva bloccata. Perfetto, decisioni perfette per la situazione corrente. Perfetto comandante.
Bravo Lino, sei felice? Che se arriva, adesso vai lì, vai giù in aeroporto e paghi un caffè a tutti.
Esatto, tutti quelli che ti hanno guardato adesso paghi un caffè.
Oh, thanks so much everybody, really. Lilo, se mi ripassi un momento lo stream su Discord, così intanto io poi ti facciamo lo switch, poi mi connetto con TeamViewer a lui, tranquillamente. Tanto Dan, se vuoi dire le ultime, darò l'appuntamento anche te per stasera, eventualmente, tempo che Lillo mi passa.
Ma stasera magari un briefing su cosa Lillo farà stasera, così lo carichiamo di aspettativa e magari si agita un pochettino e comincia a fare qualche errore, perché tutto giusto non va bene. Partirà da Innsbruck stasera, quindi vediamo com'è il tempo su Innsbruck, ma la situazione è in peggioramento. Ci sono temporali che stanno passando, quindi sicuramente diventa un po' più diventerà un po' più complicata la partenza, e l'arrivo è a Firenze. Vediamo un po' com'è il meteo di Firenze. In questo momento Firenze è una bellissima giornata, vento da ovest, 12 nodi, niente di bella giornata calda, 29 gradi. Cavo ok, stasera vediamo un po', il vento rimane da ovest, 250, 15, 13, 14, poi diventerà un vento calmo in serata, quindi probabilmente avrà un vento calmo in serata, molto bene, così non avrà troppi problemi. Perché Firenze è complicata? Magari qualcuno può chiedersi perché. Beh, innanzitutto è una pista molto corta, 1560 metri, diciamo che c'è poco spazio per fermare un 320, e soprattutto il miss approach è complicato. Ci sono le montagne a nord-est a nord e ad est dell'aeroporto, che sono con una minima di 8.800-7.800, con un aeroporto che praticamente è all'altezza del mare, 123, cioè una montagna di roccia particolarmente alta davanti. Quindi tutto questo stasera Lilo ce lo farà vedere. Vediamo quanto se riusciamo a bruciare i freni o se lo fermiamo prima della fine. E niente, questo è quello che vedremo alle 8, giusto Roby?
8 locali, 18 UTC.
Ok.
Perfetto, io direi che ci siamo. Siamo a posto. Ringrazio tutti veramente, grazie di cuore, ci vediamo questa sera e lascio andare a mangiare Lilo che so che deve ancora pranzare. Grazie mille a Dan, grazie mille a tutti. Thank you so much to everybody, see you this evening, then see you next time otherwise. And voila, this evening will be the flight from Innsbruck to Firenze Peretola at 18 Zulu. Thank you so much for the follow, and if you know any person with a problem you are in touch with a person with handicap like Lillo or something else, you can contact us in our mail. And see you this evening. Thank you so much everybody. Un bacione grande grande. Ciao Dani. Ciao. Saluta Lillo. Chiudiamo. Eccolo. Ciao.